It's time for a little chat. Now I'm going to try and do this video in one take so I can not spend time video editing when I'm done, and it'll enable me to get this up onto the internet a bit quicker. This is, you'll be sad to hear, the last Titli's Busy Garden video, and for reasons that I'll explain in a minute and for reasons that I'm sure you'll understand. Now, the last video I did mention that I was setting up a little gardening business, and in the last 2 months it's gone really well. I've got enough customers that I can pretty much fill my diary every week, which is great. So it means I'm out in the fresh air, in the sunshine, doing something I really enjoy doing, which is gardening. But the flip side of that means that I don't any longer have any time to make gardening videos, or indeed much any other videos really. You know, when I've been out all day, I come home, I cook dinner, sit and relax. On the weekends, I want to come out into my own garden and do some gardening. Aha, you say, but you could get your camera out then, couldn't you? Well, the thing is that when I'm making a video, it takes me twice as long to do anything in the garden as it would do without the video camera being there, because I have to set everything up, I have to move the camera about, set the shot up, and then I need a couple of hours at the end of it to edit it all and get it up onto the internet. So it's not just a case of having the video there and it taking the same amount of time, it doesn't. So it's been a very difficult decision for me really, and quite a sad one. I had a phone call from Sean Cameron from the Horticultural Channel last night, and we were just chewing things over, and he made the comment that he felt the golden age of gardening videos on YouTube had gone. Anybody now who has an allotment feels that they need to have a YouTube channel about it. I don't know, I don't watch allotment gardening videos. But I guess a lot of that is fueled by the idea that because there's a television series about allotments that they can somehow become famous too, maybe they'll get noticed or whatever. I do gardening videos because I quite enjoy them. I really do enjoy making them. They don't bring me a great deal of financial reward. Every video maybe makes me $10 and that's it. It's not a lot over a year really, for all the time and effort I put in. So I've never done my garden videos for financial gain really. The money's been a bit of a spin-off and not a lot of it. But I actually think the golden age of YouTube has passed. One thing I've noticed is that people, and Sean commented on this as well, people are just becoming ruder and ruder on YouTube. And I'm not just talking about the videos, I'm talking about the people who make and leave comments. I mean, last night I uploaded a video and within half an hour I had people saying, oh, the lighting doesn't look right on this, or oh, the music's too loud. And I just think, for you know, if you don't want to watch my videos, don't subscribe to them and just shut up, you know. Go away. And I'm getting more and more short-tempered with some of the comments that I start to see on my videos from people who are clearly subscribers. And you think, why do you subscribe if all you can do is hurl abuse, make snidey comments? You know, get lost, I don't need you. I can't say the same of you guys who are subscribed to Titli's Busy Garden. You're an awesome bunch of people to have, and I'll miss you, I really will. The other two cooking channels, it wouldn't bother me if I never made another cooking video again, it really wouldn't. I'd just think, a lot of you. But you guys, you subscribers to Titli's Busy Garden, you've always been great. and I've always had interesting comments, conversations with you, and I shall miss that. I really will miss it. As to the future of my other 2 channels, I don't know. Woo, pigeon. I really don't know what that holds. Now, being attacked by flies, I don't know what that holds. As I said, if I never made another one, it wouldn't bother me. So I'm working on other ways now to improve or find alternative routes to income. Now, the smart people amongst you will be saying, well, it's all very well having a gardening business, but what do you do in the winter? Well, my thinking at the moment is I'll actually spend time writing some little books, maybe a cookbook or 2. Maybe a little book about the world according to Titli. I don't know, but writing when the days are short and cold and wet and there's nothing happening in the garden, I'll be sitting down in front of my computer and doing things. It's unlikely that I'll suddenly resume the level of activity on cooking videos that I've had in the past, for reasons that I've already described. My ultimate goal really is to eliminate YouTube as any kind of source of income, or not to need it at all, just it there to be nice, to bring in a little bit of money each month, to treat myself to a bar of chocolate or something, you know. Now, I know that some of you have told me that you've been inspired to do things that you didn't believe that you could do. And what I would say is I hope that what I'm doing now might inspire you in other ways. I've always been a believer that life is a journey and not a destination. And if ever I found myself in a situation that I'm uncomfortable with in life, I seek to change it. I look for new directions, new goals, new avenues. And sometimes I've found that when I get in the bus and I drive off to wherever it is that I want to drive to, I'll see another road which takes me off in a slightly different direction. And when I find somewhere that I'm happy with, I'll stay there for a while, and as long as it continues to make me happy, that's where I'll put my hat. But there are so many people in this life who just accept whatever it is that life gives them and complain about it, but never actually decide, well, what do I want? What do I want to do? What do I really want to do? I remember sitting and having a conversation with my last boss in his office, and I said to him, you know, if there are any redundancy packages going this year, I'll be happy to take one. Don't care what it is. And he said, why? I said, because actually I'd like to spend more time gardening. And he looked at me as though, well, I was brain dead. He said, you're too young for that. And I thought, you. It's something that I know would make me happy, because you, Mr. Boss, have made me unhappy in the job that I'm in, a job that I used to love. You've made me unhappy in that. I didn't say this, but this was what was going through my mind. Titli's Busy Garden was kind of a response to that. And it occurred after I'd quit DuPont. And me having this gardening business now is like, well, it's like a little dream come true, really. So, have your goals, have your aspirations, but make sure they're things that you feel you can achieve. Having an aspiration which begins, when I win the lottery, isn't an aspiration, because chances are you're not going to win the lottery. The odds of you winning the lottery are so tiny, tiny, tiny. So that's not an aspiration. It's just a dream. So set your goals. Work out how you're going to get to them, and do things about getting towards your goals. Don't just sit there and talk. Talk is cheap. Actions require you to do things. And people won't remember what you've said, but they will remember what you've done. So, to finish, thanks for all the time that you've watched my videos. Thanks for your company for these last, I can't remember whether it's 3.5 or 4.5 years now, but it's been a while. I wish every one of you the very best for your life, for your family's life, and you'll still see me from time to time somewhere, and we'll still be in touch. I will keep the Facebook page open for a little longer. I might close it, I don't know yet. So you take care of yourself, and whatever your beliefs or non-beliefs, be excellent to each other.